Hello, lovelies. Well, I know I'm a little bit early. Normally I do my 2 o'clock technique at 2 o'clock, which is why I've changed the name of this. This is my 12 o'clock tripneek because I'm not sure how I'm going to go for service at 2 o'clock. In fact, I'm not sure how I'm going for service at 12 o'clock, and I don't know where I'm going to be at 2 o'clock. So welcome. It's Charlotte Burns sharing with you some tripneeks. Now, what is a tripneek? A tripneek is a tip, trick or technique that I'm sharing from a caravan tripneek. Okay, this one I've got heaps to show you today. I'm dealing with, that sounds terrible. I'm working with the Candid Moments scrapbooking workshop. If you're not a scrapbooker, that's okay. You might learn other stuff today, but it's mainly scrapbooking today. And I love this paper. At first I wasn't really sure, but then when I had a bit of a closer look, I thought, you know what, I do actually really like these pages. So I wanted to show you, you don't have to use the pages as a double page layout. So I've gone through and I've had a look at, you know, what pages I wanted and what I wanted to do. I was really excited. I managed to get my selfie printer. I'm going to show you my selfie printer. These are fantastic. I'm going to upgrade to something different, but for the moment, this is a selfie printer and it prints 6x4 photos. The printer I'm looking at is an Epson, I think it's an Epson something or other that prints 6x4 and 5x7, which will be perfect for on the road. But this is just great. I've bought the extra battery just so that it's more portable. Hello to everyone that's watching live. So yes, we are stopped at the moment and I'm scrapbooking while Darren's off on a ride. So what I wanted to show you was I have taken these 2 pages here and I'm not doing them as 2 pages. I'm actually using this page as the first page for our album. Now I've got things everywhere because I don't have much room, but I will show you the basics of my page. I haven't done everything that it shows. So here is the basics of my page. Let me just move that. Everything's on a slant and a slope. Oh, there it is. So this is, I just found it, don't mind me. This is the first page, okay? And this is what I'm starting with. So hopefully you can see that under the camera. So rather than have a photo like of a, you know, family shot and family shots and everything, this was actually the first day we started off on our tour, our trip. So this is Darren and I, and we're actually doing our motorbike course. We did that the morning we left, and this one, it's behind a bit of memory protector, so I'll push it up. That's actually Josh on the bike doing the course. Now what I've done is I've cut the bird cage and the memory protector flips up, so you've got the bird cage on top. Memory protector flips up to show Darren's bike, and then I've got a journaling box in here that I can use to journal on, which is just fantastic. I was really happy with how that all worked out. A few tips with doing this which might help those who make birthday cards. I laid all of this out, made sure it was exactly where I wanted it, but then I was afraid, I don't know, if you do paper crafting, you would know this conundrum. I've got it all laid out. I like where it is. How do I then, you know, take it all up and then put it back? If I take a photo, it still doesn't go back the way that I like. I have used, and I'm not going to remember the name of it. It's like cling wrap, only it's made by cling wrap, and you press it down and it actually kind of holds everything in place. But I didn't bring any on the trip. So what I did was I actually used the liquid glue, so the Tombow green liquid glue, and I had these circles down and I just lifted up the edge and I stuck that bit, and then I lifted this edge and stuck that bit, and etc, etc. So I lifted all little bits and pieces and stuck them down. Then I was able to lift the whole piece. This is a rectangle piece underneath. This comes in the kit, so the Candid Moments scrapbooking workshop, and this was a pre-cut piece, a rectangle, and so I just lifted it all off, and I knew that that went on the corner and these bits here cut off. I flipped it over, I put adhesive all over the back, and then I flipped it back and very carefully lined it up and stuck it down, and it worked a treat. It really did. So all of these little bits got stuck down first, except for this one. Then I had all of this lined up I knew where I wanted to go. I lined my flip flap and everything up. I stuck this to the flip flap, not to the page, but to the flip flap, then lifted the whole thing off and cut it so that I could have the flip flap there, but also have the bird cage. Now, I wasn't really sure about the bird cage, you know, bird cage, what am I, bird cage? And then I realized the story that you put onto a page is what makes the embellishments mean something. So to me, the bird cage actually represents, and there's no bird in there, that we were now free. This is us, we'd done our learner's course, and we're now free to ride our bikes without having to wear the gorgeous yellow jackets. We still will wear reflective jackets because it's safety, but we don't need to wear these anymore. We don't need to wear L plates anymore. We are now fully licensed, which is really great. So it's a little bit like being freed from bird. I have taken the title off. I did stick it down, and I'm not sure exactly where it is that I could show you. I had it stuck down and I took it off because I thought, no, I really do want to 3D foam tape it. It does look a lot nicer with the title on. No, can't find it. Okay, that's fine. I did 3D foam tape this little bit here, just on thin 3D foam, and that one there. But the other thing that I wanted to do with this page was actually put in our assessments. So these are our assessments, and I wanted to have this somewhere. It doesn't have to be shown. There's actually all of ours, so mine and Josh and Darren's, because we all did it on the same day. So I decided to create a pocket page, do this as a pocket page. So what I have done is I've actually pre-done it. I cut the top off, and I took a piece of just white daisy cardstock. I'll try and get that in frame. I've stuck the top to the white daisy cardstock. So this is a true 12 by 12 piece of cardstock now. I then took the wide 3D foam tape. So there are two widths of 3D foam tape. There's a narrow and a wide, and there's also the thin 3D foam tape. So this is the thin, and then this is the regular 3D foam tape. You can see that that's quite, well, let's just say this is quite thin, and this is not. So this is the wide. I've taken the wide one, and I've just used our absolutely fantastic non-stick scissors and cut down the middle, just because that way you save a lot of time and everything, and money. And then the cut edge I've put to the inside of the page, and the straight edge I've put to the outside of the page. And I've just gone around the page, down the bottom and up that side with my 3D foam tape, so that I can create a pocket behind here. Now, before I stick anything down, I'm going to take my anti-static mat, and I'm just going to go around the inside and outside of this 3D foam tape, which is going to wobble the camera a little bit, sorry. And I hope I'm still coming through okay. The internet hasn't played up too bad. This just takes the stickiness off that 3D foam tape. So when I put my papers on the inside, it's not going to stick to anything. And if I go around the outside, it means that when I slide my page into my memory protector, again, it's not going to stick to my memory protector, which I don't really want it to do. Now, I am putting this in a memory protector, and don't stress, I'm just going to shake some of the excess off. Don't stress, this will fit in with a page behind it. Not a problem at all. I've done this with a shaker window. So I'm now just taking off the protective cover of that 3D foam tape. So we've got a few little bits and pieces. I thought I'm not going to record me cutting and sticking the 3D foam tape down. I'm just going to do that. Then I'm going to take my page. Now, the only thing that I'll say is that I probably should have written on these before I stuck it down, but that's okay. I don't want any 3D foam tape in the middle of my page, which I would normally do if I was doing 3D foam tape on pages and so forth to support the middle, but I don't want to because this is actually a pocket page, as I mentioned before. So I'm just very carefully lining it up, because once you stick anything down on 3D foam tape, once it's stuck, it is stuck. So once I stick that down, it looks like a normal page, except I can now, and I will have to fold these, so I'm just going to fold them up. I can now fold these up, and I can slide them in there, and then I have a pocket page that I've got some memorabilia in, and I can access that really easily once I put it in the memory protector. Still looking for my title. I'm in such a small space, you would think that I would be able to find things really easily, but alas, it is not to be. I think it's stuck to something else when I turned a page. Anyway, I'll put a photo up once I'm finished. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this into a memory protector just so you can see that it does slide in nice and easy, she says. Murder, she wrote. Alright, I've got so many bits and pieces on a very small table. Here we go. There we go. Now once it's in and I'm ready to, I will actually cut this memory protector so that my little flip flap here will come out. If you want to make it easier to put into the memory protector, you can always just take a little bit off the edges. It is sticking just because of the fact that it's a bit sticky at the sides. What is that? Oh, I think I found my title. There's my title. It was on the back. Right, so what I want to do with this is I actually want to pop it up on 3D foam tape. I'm just going to take it off here, and I'm not that worried about wrecking the back of this sheet because realistically no one's going to see it. This will be covered by my next page. I do not, however, want to rip my title. There we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do before I go any further is just take my anti-static. I love the fact that Close to My Heart do sticker sheets. I do, don't get me wrong. But sometimes I do wish that they were just die cut pieces and we could just sticky them up the way we wanted them or not. Because often I have to do this to my stickers so that I can pop them up on 3D foam tape, which is actually what I want to do with them. Now, as I said before, I use my thin 3D foam tape on scrapbooking pages mostly, except when I'm doing a pocket page because if I want a little bit more of, you know, more of a pocket, which I did. I needed that for those 3 assessments. Okay, so that is no longer sticky, which is great. I had to keep running out to the truck to get my bits and pieces. All right, just making sure that this is all going in. It's just squeaking a bit down that edge. And as you can see, this looks great just as a one-page layout. And then I'll use the other page and on another layout, the other page from the kit. And because I can just grab, you know, another piece of this paper, this comes from the Candid Moments paper suite, I can do a double page spread with the other bits and pieces that are left over. Okay, so there is my page. And the other thing that I wanted to do with this page was, I'm going to pop that title down so it looks a bit better. So the Today Best Day Ever will go round about there. This little bunting here, I actually printed out with my selfie printer, which was pretty cool. I was happy with that because I've got bunting that I'm going to be putting on. But I also got one of these. Now this is one of our pocket scrapbooking memory protectors. And I really wanted to use a pocket one because when you turn it over, you can see the back of things. So I didn't want to stick these down to the page. I had thought about it to start with, but decided to use pocket scrapbooking. And that will go in the album like that, which again, you can't really see very well. I wonder if I close this. Hopefully it won't go too dark. There we go. Ah, that's better. All right. So then in the album, we're going to have our licenses and then turn that over and we've got the page. So there are my tips, tricks and techniques for today. I hope you enjoyed that. Just to go over it again slightly, if you have a multitude of layers of things that you place down and you're not really sure how to keep them in the way that you want, why not try just a little bit of the Tombow liquid glue, pop a little bit underneath the edges, and then once it's stuck down, which dries pretty quick, flip it over, put lots of glue on the back, and then turn it over and stick it down. The second thing was the flip flap. So I stuck this over the top of the flip flap, and when I lift that, I can see I'll be able to see underneath, and it still looks really pretty. The bird cage isn't covered at all. I used the anti-static mat on the back of my sticker, and that's taken all the stickiness off, so I can now mount that on some thin 3D foam tape over the top of roughly there, just to hide a thing in the corner there that I didn't really want to see. And also just creating a pocket page. So now with this, I can reach in and I can pull out our assessment record sheets, which is pretty cool. All right, lovelies, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If there are any tips or tricks or anything that you would like to see, let me know and I will see what I can do. Until then, I'm going to be having really safe travels and having a ball doing scrapbooking and everything on the road, sending lots of cards and hugs and everything to everyone. I hope you're enjoying them. But from me, stay safe, keep crafting, and bye for now.